Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of That's One with Tegan. It's terrifying and very annoying that happens in England. I always am quite confused about how dark it gets so quickly. But anyway, I digress. I wanted to do an episode kind of going back to one of my first episodes of this year, which was my manifestations for the year, and kind of going over them and seeing what we've done, what we've achieved, and start thinking about kind of what I'd like to continue to manifest. I'm gonna do a different video at the start of next year, actually manifesting what I want for the year, but I do want to take the time to kind of give myself flowers and actually credit myself, because I really struggle to like take credit and take enjoyment out of my own achievements, and it's something that I've been trying to do more of, because I've said before I am very like I've got a very driven mindset, and when I do something I tend to just move on to the next thing that I want to do, and I don't always give myself credit or recognise what I did in that moment. So I want to kind of create this episode as a moment for me to sit back and really look at what I've done this year and what I should be proud of and should take credit for, because even though it feels like it's been a really rough year, like physically and mentally and like emotionally, there's still so much good that has happened this year. But I tend to like not forget, but it's not the first thing that comes to mind. So anyway, we're gonna go through it. And so to start off, I've gone. So to do this, I've gone back on my Instagram and on my YouTube, and I posted a video recently early in January dating my manifestations, and I also put that on my Instagram. My Instagram is Vincent-Cooke, if you don't already know. But I've taken a screenshot of the post that I made. Is it gonna focus? Thank you. And it had all of my manifestations on it. And I'm gonna read through them and see what we've achieved. So I tried to stick to like 2 manifestations per category of my life, and I split my life into sports, personal, kind of career, and then like well-being. So my 2 equestrian goals were to get a score between 65 and 67%, which I think we did do. Let me go back to my when I say that this year has been a rough year, it's because in my equestrian kind of career, I've not done a lot. I've only been able to do 1 international, which is still a very privilege, and I'm very lucky to be able to do. But it's not what we have planned for this year. I plan to do many more. So I did 1 international in April, and that was my first international for Jamaica, which I'm very excited about. And actually, I got my scores, and I got 64.7, 65.2, and 67.9. So I actually smashed that. Do you know what? I actually forgot that I got such a good score. I knew that at the time. I was really happy with the score, but I kind of forgot what it was. But I'm still very happy with that score, especially for the freestyle, because I definitely did a freestyle, my freestyle. So to come out with 67.9%, I'm very happy with. And my second equestrian goal was to get qualified for the World Equestrian Games next year, which I have also done. Very happy with that. Yay! And so next year we are working towards actually getting to the World Equestrian Games, and it'll be the first time for a Jamaican athlete, I believe, to compete at the Games, and I'll be the first to represent the Caribbean islands and the Paris section. So if we can make it happen and if we can make it work, I'll be so pleased. I'm so happy. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was thinking, if we get there, of course it would be amazing to do really well, but I honestly do not really care about the result. I just care about what it means to actually have gotten that far and to get there. Because I went to the last World Games as just a what do they call it? Like, I went to just go watch because I wanted to be able to learn and to experience and to see it. But when I went to the World Games last time, it never felt like it was in my reach. It never felt like it was a possibility for me to be on that stage. I literally only went to cheer on people and to just watch and to enjoy the whole experience. It was one of the best experiences that I've had at a show, even just going to watch. So the fact that I have the opportunity to actually be riding at that show, it actually is like blowing my mind a little bit, because I can't really conceptualize that could be me next year. I don't know. I would think I find it really hard to put myself in like that perspective, but it is such a big thing, and I think I forget how big it is, because to me, I focus on the little goals towards that big thing, that I tend not to overthink the actual big thing. But when I think about it, it is actually such a huge deal. Like, if I can get to the World Games in my 5th year as a Grand Prix rider, on my first horse that I ever bought, first athlete to represent Jamaica at a World Games, like, it's pretty incredible. So I am really excited about that, and next year, as I said, we're working towards that, and I will be doing some more fundraising and advertising, because one thing that I do need help with is actually getting there, because as we all know, the equestrian sport is expensive as fuck. And right now I do it all on my own, and I really need the support of more people to be able to continue my career. So next year we're going to be asking for more support and more community to be involved, more sponsors, more everyone. I need as much help as I can get, and it really takes a village to be able to do these things. So that'll be next year's manifestations. But also, if you want to get involved before next year, please do just reach out and contact me, and I would love any support. And that also goes to, like, I feel like this goal also includes, I had my website launched this year, which I never thought that I would need a website, but I now have a website where you can find all things Tegan, and everything that you need to know and be updated with is there. It has both my equestrian career and my media career, and also a bit of like personal about me. And yeah, it's a really great thing to have now going forward. So I really want to be able to push my career in both the sporting industry and the media industry. So if you haven't checked it out, www.teganvincentcooke.com, go check it out, because we work very hard on it, and I do love it, and I want everyone to go and appreciate all the hard work that we put into it. So go and have a look. My next goal that I had was in my TV and media career, and the goal was to do an interview or red carpet in the media world, and to create more content that I love in all forms. And I think when I wrote that, I initially was thinking about my TikTok, as I have posted less than what I previously had in previous years. But I knew that I also wanted to get back into YouTube and making more long-form content in YouTube, which I'm kind of starting to do now. I find YouTube harder to get back into, because you have to put so much work into the actual like concept and the editing side of it. Whereas TikTok, I can kind of just pick up my phone and say whatever, and like, there's way less thought into my TikToks than there is my YouTube. But next year, I am really, really focusing on my long form content and my content in general, my Instagram, my Facebook, my LinkedIn. All of it is getting a bit of a revamp and more attention drawn to it. Because I know how important it is, especially in this day and age, to have good presence on media, on social medias. And I have so many ideas that I just don't put into reality. So next year I'm really gonna be working with some amazing people, and we're gonna work together on creating the content that I really want to make. I can hear this loud drum and bass music, and I cannot see where it's coming from. Oh, I think they're having a rave under the motorway, and unfortunately you're just gonna have to deal with the music because I can't move anywhere right now. So if you do hear the drum and bass music, enjoy it, guess. They're having a good old rave under the motorway. Well, so media and interviewing. I definitely did more interviewing this year. I was on TV, which obviously is a huge deal, and I interviewed at the Horse of the Year show, which I never in a million years thought at the start of this year that would be an opportunity for me. So I am very grateful to have gotten that, and I'm very excited for anything similar to come of next year. I definitely love being someone that is able to share other people's stories, and like I love learning about people and their perspective on life. So when it comes to interviewing, I really take pride in giving someone the opportunity and the space and the platform to be able to share their story how they want and how they deserve to be able to share it. And there's definitely a few shows that I have in mind that I want to manifest being on next year, but I'm still in the process of actually getting the work in. But there's hopefully more to come next year because I absolutely love my time on Channel 4 and working with the guys at Carlem, and everything to do with that production was just absolutely amazing, and I enjoyed it so much. So any opportunities like that again, I would love. I still would really like to do like a red carpet. I think it would just be so fun, and I think definitely after doing the Channel 4, I've learned to be very off the cuff and ready to go. There were a lot of interviews that I did without any planning, and I feel like when you're on the red carpet, you have to kind of be more on your toes and just go with the flow. So I feel like that's still something that I would really enjoy doing, and something that I'm going to manifest for next year. And same with the TikTok awards. I have this gripe with the TikTok awards, and that is that I'm never invited. I've been on TikTok for like at least 6 years now, and I've never been to the TikTok awards. And I really want to go. Like, I feel like I have a decent following on TikTok, and I never get invited. But I would love to go next year. So that's something that I'm definitely manifesting. I really want to be more present and more like, I don't know, I want to be in those kind of spaces where like you're connecting with other influencers and other people similar to you and what you do, and building connections and networking and making content with other people is something that I really want to do. So we're going to manifest that for next year. So I tried turning on the light. I feel like it's getting dark now, but I don't want my car to die. Oh, that looks better. Okay, we're going to leave that on. If my car does not start in 20 minutes, then we know why. But anyway, the next thing on my list was in the personal section, and it was firstly to make more friends and to focus on my gym and health, which I really have done this year. I got a new friend and trainer. They're both the same person, but I've been working with him in the gym for probably like 4 months maybe, and since working with him, he's really changed my perspective on gym and making it more enjoyable, and it doesn't feel like a chore anymore. It feels like, I don't know, it makes me feel good, it makes my body feel good. I enjoy going, I enjoy seeing him, so like, it was a good experience. And I'm now going to the gym probably 4 to 5 days a week, which is a massive improvement from last year. Last year I was going maybe once or twice, and I wasn't really doing a lot, but now I actually train really, really hard, and we're focusing a lot on my muscles, also my like dexterity and my, I don't know all the big words for it, like making sure my body's in the right alignment and that I'm using the right muscles for certain things. So I feel like there's more purpose in my training now, and we're working on a lot that is going to help me not only in my sport but like in my life. So it feels a lot better to have someone that is like a good vibe training me. Other friends, I feel like I definitely still need to make some more friends, which is fine. I feel like I need to fucking stop saying like. I say it so much, but I can't find a different word that I can replace with like. But I need to make more friends, and we're working on that. I'm gonna start attending more little mixers and start connecting with more people online and in person, and just making a bit more effort to actually see people. I tend to be quite a recluse, and I like my own company, so I don't always prioritize seeing people. But I'm going to make more effort going forward to actually connect with people and to be in their presence and to just enjoy being around like the right people. So that's something I still got to work on, but it's definitely a little bit improved since last year. So I'm happy with it so far. The last thing that is on my list on this one was the last thing on my list for this one was more like my personal enjoyment within life, and it was to try and get a agent or a brand or like brand partnerships and start to kind of evolve my brand in that way. And the other thing was just to have fun and to explore more with music, fashion and travel, which I definitely have done this year. But let's go back to the brand and partnership. So I have gained a few partnerships and brand sponsorships this year, which I'm very grateful for, and they've helped me in several ways actually. And next year I have a few that are lined up to work with me in the sporting industry, which is so important because I need so much support in the sport, but also to have a brand that has so much recognition and finances and marketing to like back you up on your sporting career is really needed. So I'm very happy with where we're at currently, but I would like more for next year, as I said, going forward. Out of the agent thing, I've still not got an agent currently. I do it all myself, which comes with good things and bad things, but I've just not found an agent yet that I gel with, that I would trust with my concepts and what I want going forward. But I hope that I can find someone maybe next year, because I really would like someone to help me navigate the industry and get me into different spaces and connect me with more people. And I feel like that is something that I could do myself, but I also don't have a lot of time to give to that. So having an agent would really help me to just get me those different opportunities and connections. So that's definitely something that I'm going to try to continue to explore next year. Now, this year I did have an awful lot of fun. I had so much fun. Okay, let's start with travelling. I did travel this year. I went to Amsterdam, which was amazing. I loved Amsterdam. It's one of the most accessible and inclusive and possibly diverse places that I've been to, and it's just really easy to navigate and get around. So I definitely will be going back there. I don't think I've gone anywhere else this year other than like competitions. I've been to London a lot. I've been to Birmingham, I think, a few times. But I haven't left the country other than Amsterdam. But I would like to see a bit of sun over the winter, so I'm hoping that I can squeeze in a little holiday break over the Christmas period and get a nice tan, get a bit of a relaxing weekend. So that's definitely on the cards. Fashion. I feel like I have had a slightly more fashionable year than last year. I always said that I wanted to advance my style and be more creative and be more fashion forward and experimentative, which I think I have, but I guess it's up to you. Music, I've listened to and seen so many more artists than like what I can imagine. I definitely invested a lot of my time into music this year, which I don't regret. I absolutely love music, and I said in the podcast previously how I would really like to get into the industry of being a journalist for music and concerts, because it's one of my favourite things to actually do, be surrounded by live music and surrounded by the creativity that goes into a concert. I love it. I'm gonna do an episode on like actually going through all my favourite artists of this year and going through all the artists that I've seen this year, because I made a list and it is very long. So I'm gonna go to that in an episode sometime soon. But yeah, that's definitely something that I enjoyed a lot and that I've not taken advantage of. No, I have taken advantage of a lot. I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I think that's something that I will never stop doing, is just being a bit more spontaneous with music and gigs and comedy and concerts, because that's what brings me a lot of joy in life, is just being surrounded by music, surrounded by laughter, surrounded by like creativity, and that's where you can find it at like it's such an easy thing to do, to go to a concert or go to a gig, and I just want to continue to do that forever because I love it. But anyway, I think that's all I'm gonna really go into depth with today, because I'm trying to save the light and save the music, and there's so much going on currently. The music is blaring, my camera's gonna die, there's no sunlight. But anyway, I am very proud of myself actually for this year and all of the things that I have achieved and done, and it's been a rough year, but I seem to have pushed through it and just kept going and achieved everything that I wanted to achieve, which I'm very proud of, because it can be quite hard to push through at times. But I'm very happy with where I'm at, and lots of light. But I'm hoping that next year I'll continue to be on the same trajectory. That's the word. And continue to kind of be on my journey and my career path. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've given myself my flowers, and thank you all for continuing to help me on this journey, to support me and to cheer me on. A lot of this probably wouldn't happen without you guys and all of the people that are supporting me and cheering me on and getting me in the right places at the right time. So I'm very grateful for all of you guys for just continuing to be my cheerleaders in life. And I'm very excited for next year because I feel like it's just going to get better and better and better. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. I keep saying that this is going to be the last one, but I don't know whether I can leave you guys yet. I'm enjoying talking to you guys still. So I will be going on a break at some point over Christmas, but for now, I might just stay around a little bit longer. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and have a good rest of your day or your week or whenever you're listening to me. And I'll see you soon. That's to you guys.